Okay, so it's time to get rolling with BodyCommerce. So I want to first take us on a little BodyCommerce tour, if you will, to kind of show you the different areas in BodyCommerce and a brief chat about what you'll be doing where. So let's go to the obvious spot. We'll go to Divi Engine and then hit up BodyCommerce. And these are the BodyCommerce settings. Now, there is a load of them. Now, and luckily, they're organized pretty well by headings. So each of these is a tab. And then within that, you'll find different settings as they relate to that heading. Product page, you're going to find where you're assigning the templates. So, another thing is you don't need to use the Divi Theme Builder to have layouts for these different things. Same with shop and category pages. You can assign your shop template here. And what it'll do is it'll overwrite that template that is on the page right here. Now, a very important thing that I want you guys to really understand is that when you use the Divi Builder on WooCommerce pages, so your shop page, your My Account page, all these different things, Divi starts acting a little unpredictably. So it is not very much encouraged. If you want to have something that has control of those pages, it's better to build it either in the Divi library or the Divi Theme Builder than it is to build it directly on the page. So please take a note of that, as it does cause issues and shortcodes get taken away and all sorts of weird stuff can happen. So keep that in mind. Let's continue on here. You can have layouts for specific categories for the shop pages. You can, and category pages on the product. You can have specific, single product page layouts for any category that you'd like. And you can see that it automatically pulls in our categories that we just imported. And then you can get control over like the width and stuff. So same goes for tags, the archive page, and here's the account pages. We'll definitely be getting into that during this course, where you can go ahead and assign different layouts to different parts of the My Account page. Same with the login page. You get full control over how you deal with that. And cart page. And then the checkout page is an interesting one. We're going to be dealing with this a bit later, but we've got some built-in templates that we can use. We've got a multi-step, an accordion, one page, payment to the right, and then the most popular one, the Shopify style. But more on those things later. So thank you pages, emails, mini cart stuff, all that stuff that relates to specific things, specific pages on the site, you're going to be finding in here. And of course, this is where you would have added your license key. Yeah, so you can also control pagination from here. A lot of different options and colorizing options there. And so let's go quickly and look at the other settings area, which is going to be the BodyCommerce mod. So these are more global settings that you can have. So you can have a default product image or placeholder image that you upload here. There's definitely things like, breadcrumb separator, all different types of stuff. And the WooCommerce notice boxes, stuff for the archive page, and as I mentioned again, this is something that has a bit more to do with the global things. So, the input text box field, how do you style that on a global level? That type of fun stuff. So it's again, that thing about working smarter and not harder. Okay, so that's settings. Now you can also add custom CSS here. And this is actually very important that I want to highlight to you also, is that BodyCommerce does come with a bunch of shortcodes that it adds to Divi that you can use in different places on the page. You might have a sticky footer where you want a cart icon. You want login and register link somewhere else, all this type of fun stuff. And you can use that in your layout to show these different things. So be aware of that and use them, because I don't think many people do know about them and use them. So it's really a great addition and just makes working with our Divi WooCommerce stores a little bit easier. So what I want to do right now is just hop here on a page. And we're going to be using this page really soon. What we're going to do is we're going to go on our shop page and I'm going to enable the Divi Builder. No, of course not, because that is not what we're supposed to do, right? I told you guys this before. What we're actually going to be doing is that we are going to go back. We're going to go to Divi, and we're going to go to the Divi library. Now, what I want to show you right now, basically, is just the different modules that you have available to yourself and, where you would find them. So that makes things a little bit easier. So I'm just going to call this shop page for my template. We're going to specify that it's a layout, and you can do categories, whatnot. I'm not going to deal with that right now. I'm just going to hit that submit button. Okay, and we're going to select build from scratch here. We're purists. We want to do things the hard way in this instance so that we learn. And that's the classic Divi double load. Love it. Hopefully Divi 5 gets rid of that. And let's just add a row. And here you have the normal Divi interface. But when you scroll all the way to the bottom here, you'll see that the WooCommerce modules are right there. But right next to it, you'll find the Divi BodyCommerce modules. And there is a lot of stuff in here. I think last count was something like 60 modules that we add to Divi with Divi BodyCommerce. So really a lot of flexibility there. And they kind of coded in a way, AP means account page, but we've kind of gone a bit further and explained that better. And that's basically where you'd be using these modules. Now, ARP after shop, that's archive pages, but I am looking for something here. So that's order bump. So that is for your checkout pages. And there's checkout page. There's some of them that you can use in multiple places. So here are the global ones. So one for notices, breadcrumbs, and all that fun stuff. Product search, product slider, all that. And we are going to get, okay. So here we go to like an add to cart button. You're going to want that on a single product page. So there we indicate that. But you might also want it in a loop layout so that people can add a product to their cart from an archive page or a general shop page where there's a lot of products on one page. And we have a bunch of them that you'll find throughout. But like I said, a mass amount of different settings and stuff. And I'll just add one here. And you'll see that it's just the regular Divi interface with some other interesting options that we will be taking a look at as we go through this course here. So I want to make sure that you guys are aware of where to find these different things. So I'll just go ahead and update that layout. Not that it's going to be doing anything for us. And of course, I want to direct your attention over to this page, also where you can find out all the information on Divi BodyCommerce. And we keep this fairly up to date. Sometimes we do better than other times, but we do our best to keep this scratch, So what I want to show specifically here is we've got a whole section here for BodyCommerce modules. And what this does, it goes through each and every module that we have again, and just gives you a little bit more insight. So also the modules overview here nicely sorts all of the modules into categories where they would be used and that type of stuff. So use your resources, but of course, as always, reach out to support if you do get stuck. We definitely want to make sure that you're sorted. And the last thing that I want to kind of mention here is I want to just let you know that all of this stuff that I've showed you so far is with BodyCommerce version 8.0.2. That is the most recent version. Now, the reason I mentioned that is, of course, we're going to be adding features. Things are going to change. Divi 5 is coming out. Who knows what that's going to do to stuff. I wanted to make sure that you're aware of the version we have in case you see something different by the time you get to the course. So that's it, guys. Now, in the next step, we're going to be taking a look at the archive loop module. And what that's going to be doing is to start showing our products on the page with some BodyCommerce modules, which offer you that extra flexibility. So let's continue on to that.